Okay, my name is Michael Roberts. I think you guys have probably seen me on stage already. I'm one of the organizers, but I also have a day job. And I've always wanted to give this talk, and I figured the lightning talk was probably the best way to do it because you guys don't want to hear me talk for 30 minutes about all the things that I've learned in my career. So here is quick and down and dirty. Oops, there we go. Where did that go? Oh, there we go. I was born and raised in Oxford, Pennsylvania. And that's historically accurate it's important because I think that when you're moving from the north to the south and realizing you don't have to shovel snow, that's a great thing. I lived in Fayetteville for 19, or probably almost 30 years, but 19 of that was in a company called AIT, data center. I decided not to move to Cary, the containment area for relocated Yankees, but I did move to Clayton, where I worked at ASPE, shout out ASPE, C Prime, and now at SPK & Associates. I always tell people I'm from Raleigh because nobody knows where Clayton is. But I promise, although my title says sales and marketing, I used to be a tech guy. I have a bunch of certs. Probably don't mean anything nowadays, but they used to. So this is a lot of the technical things that I've learned that turned out not to be technical. Back when I started in the 90s, I worked at a data center, so of course everything was like on-prem and siloed data and waterfall, and we're gonna check 75 things before we roll anything into production. And now there's like cloud and AI and DevOps and platform engineering and all the cool things. The big constant is technology's gonna change, but people don't. So a lot of the things that I'm gonna reference in this are related to people and things, especially for those of you young in your career, that you should be able to learn and hopefully take something away from this. They're about people. So the first is, tools don't fix broken process. The usual answer is, oh, if we buy this tool, this more modern tool, it's gonna solve all our problems. That is not a reality. I've seen this over and over and over again with a bazillion tools, DevOps tools and others. It's not worth it. Fix the process first. Second, implemented beats in planning all day. I learned this when I was working for a guy that used to be an infantry officer, and he would say, we gotta go get it done. We can't just talk about it in planning. It's gotta be out in the field. It's gotta be executed. So implemented is always gonna be in planning all day. And then adoption beats implemented. Having people actually take on responsibility for the things, processes, tools, systems that you implement is so much more important than going, well, I'm done, and you walk away and nothing ever actually works. Number 4, you don't need more tools, you need better integrations. I learned this years ago. There was a lot of siloed information, and the more you can integrate tools so that people can work in the context that they like, i.e. the tool that they like, but still have all the data from other people and other teams, that's a really great and powerful message. The graveyard is full of indispensable people. That actually came up when I worked with a bunch of these really smart engineers, but they were, excuse my French, assholes. And I went, oh, well, they're so smart, we can't lose them. And my boss said, nope, watch this. And he would let them go, and it would be great after that. Things were okay. We were okay afterwards. Number 6, data is only valuable if it's trusted. Who in here has ever had a scenario where you looked at some report and it said, yeah, no, that's not accurate? Yeah. And of course, you're gonna say that the dashboard's fine, but you know that it's not. Where did it go? Did the power go out? Okay. Number 7, email alone is not coordination. Email alone is not coordination. You get up and talk to people. Even a Zoom or a Teams is fine too. Cross-training may seem like a waste of time. It's coming. But it's actually really imperative. You gotta cross-train people. Network engineers, DevOps teams, software developers, they can all learn the same things. You can share information across those contexts. Don't feel like, they won't understand it. Help them learn. Lesson number 9, celebrate your victories daily. Talk to the people that make the things happen, no matter how small they are. Communicate that to the rest of the team or the rest of the company daily. It's a really powerful thing. Number 10, be human, be empathetic, and be sympathetic. Normal mentioned it earlier, you never know what is going on with other people, and be cool to people, understand that they may have things going on in their life that are not your immediate dire need. Have some understanding for that. Lesson number 11, most problems aren't technical. I think most people would agree with that in this room, right? There are some technical problems, but most problems are with people. So talk to people, try to get through those problems that are people-oriented, not technical. And number 12, speed without alignment is just chaos. There's a thing in the military called commander's intent. I learned this while working for a guy that used to work in the Army for 19 years. When he said, hey, go take the hill, if there was somebody with a gun on the hill, he didn't care. You had to figure out how to get the gun off the hill and then go take the hill. So commander's intent, understand what the ultimate goal is. And then bonus one, documentation is not a waste of time. It's actually really essential now that AI is there to ingest all your knowledge base and have that context. So make sure you're using that. I know the slides aren't up there. I'm so sorry. We'll make sure everybody gets copies of slides, by the way. That's my talk. Appreciate your time.